Hey everybody, this is Mike Thomas. I'm working on my Hobie Getaway today. Unfortunately, the comp tip is separating from the aluminum base, and I just got to re-glue it with the Hobie soft epoxy kit that I ordered from my local sailboat supplier here in Rochester Hills. What I've got, I got the mast separated. Let me see if I can. Comp tip separated. I was able to just pull it apart by hand from the aluminum base of the mast. As you can see here, this comp tip has an extension coming out from it that has to be glued all around with this epoxy. I think you can use a Bondo as well, but I'm gonna use the original stuff that Hobie supplies to glue it back together. So as you can see, it's kind of got like a foam core. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to sand off the glue, the previous glue that was left behind. Actually, I had done a poor Bondo job. It didn't stick because the Bondo had cured in the hot sun within 60 seconds and it just didn't cure right. So I'm getting all that old Bondo off. I'm getting all that old glue off, so it has a nice base to seal to there. So I'm gonna get all that cleaned up. I'm gonna get it all washed off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to clean up the inside of the aluminum, as you can see there. So let's get to work. Removes it all quite easily. As you can see, what happened was I got a slight crack here at the base of my comp tip. That's what happens when that comp tip starts to separate and kind of fluctuates inside that aluminum base. You'll start getting cracking like that, so you want to get it fixed as soon as possible. Looks like most of it is sanded off. I'm going to finish sanding this off and then we'll continue with the video. Okay, I got the base of that nail end of the comp tip there pretty darn clean. I got most of it off. Most of the residue from the old glue plus most of the old Bondo that I put in there. Now here is the base of the aluminum. I'm going to go ahead and get that cleaned out. Oh. You can see the inside of the aluminum base. That also has a cork that probably goes up all the way through it, like a flexible cork. I'm gonna get that cleaned out right quick, and I'll start the process of applying the glue. Okay, here is your soft epoxy kit supplied by Hobie. Looks like it's by Resin Lab. Runs about $38. It's a 2-pack. You get your clear material and get your darker material. And what we'll do is we'll mix this up, and then we'll go ahead and start coating the inside of the mast, which I've got laying on the ground right now. When I apply it, I'm going to make sure I'm going to apply it with the groove, this mainsail groove up, because we don't want any epoxy resin getting inside that groove. So I don't have the glue on yet, but I want to show you how easily this slides into the aluminum base here when it doesn't have any glue on it. It works itself in pretty easy, as you can see. Zoom in on that, could you? Okay, here is your epoxy resin mix here. Got your clear and a little bit darker. It's separated by a removable tab. What we're going to do is we're going to remove that tab, and we'll go ahead and just get it all perfectly mixed up there. So we'll go ahead and slide this out. Straighten it up. And maybe there's another seal there. Oh, there we go. It's starting to seep. You can see it's starting to seep into the other side of the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just squeeze this like a tube of toothpaste. Just kind of working. Actually, you probably should work in the clear side into the dark. Now that I think about it. Most of that is now mixed into the other side. We'll do it one more time just to make sure we get the majority of that epoxy mix. Alright. Now it's all in that bottom part of the bag. It is all mixed. We'll go ahead and just kind of squeeze it and work it in. I'm going to spend about 2 or 3 minutes doing this. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to evenly spread. I've just got a light brush to do this with. I probably should have got a little heavier brush. And start with the inside. We'll go ahead and squeeze off a little bit into the aluminum base. And spread it around with a brush, because I don't really feel like getting all this on my hands. And you see how it kind of oozes out there a little bit. And that should be enough to get some on there. I got my little brush. I might want to use a little, like a small paintbrush or something to do this with. For next time, which will hopefully be a while. go ahead and put the camera down and evenly get this spread out. You want to coat the entire inside all the way around. That is crucial. It's pretty thick, pretty dirty, pretty hard to spread around because of the thickness of it. Alright, that should be pretty good right there. Sure you get it on top as well. And now we will go ahead and start with the comp tip itself. Go ahead and prop that up. Just try not to put too much on there, as it'll, I'm gonna waste any of my leaking on the ground. Try to be clean with it. Don't get it on your mask like I just did, if you can help it. And there we go. I got it all done in about 3 minutes here. Pretty evenly coated. Get close to it. Right up on it. Put that camera right up on it. Slides in pretty easy. Seems to make a mess as it's dripping down. Can you get that camera right there? Hear the air bubbles pressing out of it. And boom, we're all the way down. It's a black epoxy, which is nice as it matches the mast. So we are gonna make a mess with it. Guaranteed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit overnight. In fact, I'm going to let it sit here for about 24 hours, so we're not going to have any rain here. It's going to be clear skies here in the Detroit area. And we should be good to go. So, when this is done drying, I'll go ahead and continue this video, and we'll see how it held up. Alright, I went ahead and let it sit out for 2 days instead of 1. I just wanted to play it safe and make sure it was completely cured. You can see a piece of the epoxy had dripped off onto the wood here, and as I press my fingernail into it, you can see it's pretty hard, but at the same time it'll still leave a little bit of a groove. Like a soft epoxy, it's almost like a hardened tar, as you can see. There's also one spot here I wanted to show you. You can see how some of that still leaked into the groove there, so I hope it's not gonna impede the mainsail as I'm raising it. I don't think it will, but we'll see. I'm taking it out tomorrow, and I'll give you a final update and see how it holds up in the heavy winds of Lake Huron tomorrow. And I went sailing at Lake Huron over the weekend, trailered it about 100 miles each way, and there's zero separation of the comp tip and the aluminum. So it was a successful job. The mast, or the mainsail went up no problem, even with that little bit of goo that got trapped inside the groove here. So I'm happy, and I hope this will last a few years at least before I have to buy another epoxy kit. Anyways, I really appreciate you watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe. I will try to get more that are similar to this and other camping type of videos as time goes on. Leave any comments on any improvements that you think I could expand on or is necessary that I missed. I'd really appreciate that. So thanks a lot for viewing, and we'll catch you later.